Kaine, don't raid me now. Kaine, I just got live. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybug. I literally just started. The Hana ASMR is over because Kaine raided me. Welcome, everybug. I'm tired. I haven't even started my game yet. Spiders are here to eat all the bugs? Nah, try me. Try me, bitch. You know, mantises can eat bugs too. Eat bugs, eat spiders. Obviously, they eat bugs. I saw it in pounds. Oh! Welcome, everybody. My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I'm an orchid mantis. Oh my god. Oh, I just realized that I may be here, but I am not here. You know what I mean? I forgot to open stream labels. My goal expired 19 hours ago. But that's okay. Dragon Soul, thank you for the follow. I have my follow notifications turned off, but I could still see them, so hopefully. Anyway, so we are playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Previously, I didn't know what a yard was. And neither did the main character. If it ain't scuff, it ain't VTubing, please. You know, you could VTube without the scuff. That's honestly my dream. I didn't play 14 yesterday and this morning. No, me neither. I literally actually didn't get on my computer at all yesterday. You're currently watching 2 streams. Both streamers have the same birthday. Is it me? Am I one of those streamers? I didn't know what a yard was. I thought it was like 3 meters. You are one. Oh, I did. Anyway, so happy birthday. It's not my birthday. But if you want to send me a birthday present, feel free to do it. Anyway, so for any bug who doesn't want to get spoiled, you can clearly see what chapter we're on, which is very convenient. We're on episode 4, part 2 of the trial. Honestly, I was very excited because I was I was looking up like quotes from the courtroom, but applied to Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney. And it's so funny that like most of these are easily like can easily be inserted in Ace Attorney game. Like when apparently some person was asked, "What's your birthday?" They say the month and days. I think it was like June 26th. What year? Every year. It's so stupid. I love it. Wow, I'm bug already. Okay, bears. This is how you're gonna treat me? Just make me bug already. All right, goodbye. I'm really hungry. I woke up. I haven't had anything to eat because I slept in. I literally woke up 30 minutes before stream. Okay, so I gave y'all your warning. If you don't want to be spoiled, please head on out, and thank you for coming from the raid, I guess. And if not, we continue. Why? God damn it, hold on. My audio is going through my speakers and not my headset. Ah! Okay. Okay. No, I just got here. Yeah, me too. Alright, let's go. Why did I just save the game? Alright, let's go. Oh my god, it's also coming through my TV. I'm gonna go find foods and stuff. I'll be linking. Okay, Kaine. See you later. Thank you for the raid. Alright. My nose is itchy. Here we go. I think we stopped at a good point. Gabe made a recap video for me. I didn't need it. But I didn't make it to the end of the recap video, so maybe I did need it. Because I don't remember what happened. But I think where I stopped was convenient, so I think it was convenient enough that I don't need to quite remember everything. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? We did manage to get the rest of the jury on our side again. This trial is rapidly descending into a farce. You can't say that. Stupid boo-boo man. Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough. But I fucking knew he would. That's my favorite one. When what follows is so repugnant, it's good for nothing save the gutter. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks. No, you meant. You meant. Hold on. Real quick, can y'all hear the audio okay? It's only after my sneeze. What did I do? I love you too. It's pretty good. Okay. You are perceiving with your ears. Okay, let's go. The defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman? The defense's argument is a joke to which I barely know how to respond, but let me start by insisting that you must all familiarize yourselves better with the relative positions of those places being discussed. What do you mean by that? What's this angle this time? Oh, you know. It should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Garrett household runs a rather wide street, Briar Road. Which means that the distance from the Garretive's house to the scene is some, yes, 15 yards. I don't know what that means! And wouldn't it make sense that if he was already, what do you call it? If he was all biggity-bee-boo, if he was all gajumbled from seeing someone collapse in front of him, that perhaps he ran past it on a foggy day just to get to his home. There was a second stake. No, there was a third. We already know there was 2 stakes. Startled. Yes, thank you. I think I was thinking like befuddled or something like that. 45 feet. I've only got 6. I almost said 8. I'm not a spider. Let me see, 15 yards. That's around 14 meters. I don't know what a meter is! 14 meters? Oh, that's a little farther than I imagined. You don't know why? They're in fucking London. They don't speak in feet. You're here for the title change? Awesome, thank you. The wife is a baseball. Baseball! Yeah. Wait, wife? What wife? Whose wife? And as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having portentous significance, what the fuck is that? The 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. Clutches. In other words, the smoldering book. Help, my tummy hurt. Yeah, but are yards part of the metric system? Meter system. You used freedom units? Well then get back to America. This is London. Oh yeah. In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards. To land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb. I don't think that's what happened. I think what happened was that the book was thrown out. and she leaned over to pick it up. Oh, fuck. And then promptly got skewered in the back. That's what I think. I don't know why Van Zeeks is so dumb. And that he just thinks that they believe that the book happened to land within her clutches. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend? And did the jackknife follow a jackknife dragon? You dumb or conniving? He's definitely conniving. He's putting words in my head. Not in my mouth. Just in my head. Think she fell on the knife? I don't... Was the knife upright? Conniving. Those are the same thing, aren't they? Jackknife, more like Jill's sword. You know what? That sounds like it could be a thing, too. And did the jackknife follow in your identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think. It's possible. It's London, after all. Even these pathetic, serialized detective stories have more believable plots. In that case, maybe we should call Sholmes to the stand. There's nothing I could say to that. That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice. Get his ass, Sato. Mr. Sato. His serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he? Maybe let's pick our battles. I love her. Am I still a bug? Can I go back? I was Hana for less than, like, 5 minutes. My lord, might I be allowed to speak? As judicial assistant, you may speak for the defense. Yes, go ahead. Can I? All right. Not that one. There we go. I don't know why I have Sephiroth right next to it. Literally, Sephiroth is right next to the fucking Mantis in the VTube one. Also, I showed Sephiroth to Giga. Or she found him by accident when I was trying to share what was going on with my stream deck. And she's just like, what is him? And I was like, oh, let me show you. And I showed her Sephiroth, and she thought it was fucking hilarious. But, like, I tried to upscale my Sephiroth pig so that it's not, like, kind of blurry here. And it was terrible. For some reason, the shoulder armor and his hair were the only things that I got upscaled. But, like, his skin was, like, blotchy and patchy. It looked so gross. What is him? I'm very sad. The prosecution may consider the idea a fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. Oh, I'm so hungry. I want a burger. To that end... Oh, Susato. Juror number 4, Miss Joan Garrideb, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination. State's alive! A cross-examination of a juror? Well, she kind of is. She's involved in the case! She shouldn't even... well, I guess we didn't know she was involved before. I was gonna say, she shouldn't even be in the jury! Wait, is Sephiroth for a redeem? No. Yo! Aurora! I love you. You're great. I love you so much. Thank you for the raid. Book Ninja Chick. Thank you for the follow. I love you. You're playing Pokemon Heart. Which one? Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Who'd you pick as your starter? Hi, Barry. I needs to know. How far are you? I love Heart Gold Soul Silver. I wish I still had it. I sold my Soul Silver forever ago. Oh, you played a randomizer. Okay. Oh, she played a randomizer. I randomized in. It's a Moemon and randomized. Oh my goodness. Agro Sadist, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome everybug. My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I'm an Orchid Mantis. We are playing the Great Ace Attorney right now. If you do not want to be spoiled, we are on episode 4, part 2 of the trial. If you don't want to be spoiled, thank you for coming, and I would please recommend and suggest that you head on out. Why are these not getting updated? And I will hope to see you all another time, perhaps. For some reason, oh, there we go. I was like, my damn follows aren't updating. I love you. Oh. I'm sorry, I had to stretch. Book Ninja, thank you so much for the follow. Not the follow. Well, you know what? The follow too, but thank you so much for your compliment. By the way, I woke up 30 minutes before stream, so my brain's still not here. Well then, let's get back to the circus, shall we? I hope you had fun in your game. It's understandable. Order, order, order! Well, this is highly irregular. I lost his voice already. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand.
Objection!
No, it's... Is it? That flew into the crowd behind him. He totally hit some bug. And unnecessary. Lord Van Zeeks. There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friend... What the fuck is that word? Free wine. They're just slurping it off the guy's corpse that he killed. I want that to be another... I really want that to be another case where Van Zeeks is on trial for killing some bug in the stand after, you know, throwing a whole fucking, like, wine bottle behind him. Come to find out, like, you know, obviously it wasn't the wine bottle that killed him. He was fucking stabbed or some shit like that. I feel like that could definitely be a thing, and it would be such a funny tie-in. Yeah, Van Zeeks, you remember when you just threw that wine bottle straight behind you into the fucking crowd? What is this word? Farcical. Farcical? If my learned friends, farcical. Farcical? Sounds like a type of popsicle. If theory has any truth in it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eyes. And we must assume that they would be able to testify accordingly. I forgot about that guy. No. Gabe. You can't separate a word and assume I'm gonna know how it's pronounced. You have to spell it the way it's pronounced, not the way it's spelled for somebody to pronounce it the right way. Fart circle. What the fuck? What say you, witnesses? What? What the fuck? It wouldn't have to have been in front of their eyes because they only saw the victim on the ground with all the books, right? So they wouldn't have seen it till after it happened. You're fucking dumb. There was 2 stakes! Yes, sir! Constable Rolly Beat reporting for duty, sir. Well. Good morning, officer. Sorry for dozing until now, sir. I haven't slept for a month on account of a villain who's appeared on my beat, sir. Oh, they're so heroic, these London bobbies. Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more. Oh, Rolly, my hero, you make me swoon. Farcical? Okay. I had it, didn't I? Hana can't read. I can't. I was late to work today, slept through the class, the ice. Fuck, I'm stuck on slipping on ice. It's okay, Hana, sleep is more important than anything else in the world. Did I ever tell y'all about that time where, when I was in middle school, I woke up at like 4 a.m. to play a video game. And, obviously I played it up until I had to go to school. And I remember getting to, wait, this is high school, not middle school. I had to think. I was like, wait, no, because I had to go to German class. That was high school. Anyway, so I woke up at 4 in the morning to play this game, and then I go to school at like 7, I think. And I remember in my first class, I was so tired. I don't know what we were doing, actually. But I fell asleep, and I had never fallen asleep in class before, especially to the sense, like, you know, no, I just don't think I've ever fallen asleep in class. The teacher was worried. Yes! The bell went off to go to the next class, and, like, I didn't hear it. I was still asleep. And my teacher comes by, and he's like, Hana? Are you okay? And I'm like, he's like, the bell's rung. And I woke up in like a panic. I did not get in trouble. And I remember just grabbing my stuff. I didn't even wait for an explanation. Or anything. I didn't even give him one. I grabbed all my stuff and I ran off to my next class. I was late by like 5 minutes. I don't know. I actually don't remember what we were doing in class. I don't think we were doing anything too important. But he seemed actually concerned. I think it's because, you know, I don't do that. I don't fall asleep in class, so he was probably just genuinely worried. And I remember being so tired in German that I was laughing at stupid stuff like Mittwoch or something like that. Fucking Wednesday. In German. It's so dumb. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why I even remember what Wednesday is. I don't even remember what every other day of the week is in German. Only Wednesday. Anyway. Very well, I hereby reject the defense's request. What the fuck? Oh. And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again. State forthwith before the court any details pertaining to the defense's alternative explanation of events. Yes, sir! Oh, yeah. This again? You do remember the story? Barry, you were here. Oh, it just means middle week, and I thought that was hilarious. Wednesday's just called middle week. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling hungry. I'm feeling fine and sassy. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm quoting those stupid videos right now. This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Gerda. Believe me, a London bubby is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Gerda house are top-hinged casements. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. No, you wouldn't have! It would have fucking happened before y'all got there. Y'all already saw her on the floor. That sounds like Hana as usual. You know what? Ugh, fuck, I'm so hungry. I want a fajita right now. I don't know why I'm craving a fajita. I'm so frustrated right now. For some reason, when I was trying... No, I don't have food. I don't have food! I have nothing here at home unless I'm gonna eat dried spaghetti pasta. Be a nice crunch. I got Airheads here. What do you feel like eating? A fajitas. Boy, fajitas. No! I'll be fine. I'll just eat my airheads. Those are 60 calories. I think, what the fuck? I think I could be fine. I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. No, what the? Remember y'all said he was face down in the snow. He fell asleep. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir. That's a fucking lie. Well, this is quite startling. Top-hinged casement windows. That detail was not in the police report, Constable. Oh, yes, sorry about that, Uwu. I must have been a little drowsy, You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness. His sins? What the fuck? Did he kill her? Yeah, she said that when she got back, he was, like, in the snow, just asleep. You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable. I think I can, sir! Sorry, but... exactly is a top-hinged casement window? And you. You cannot excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned friend. I'm pretty sure he can excuse his ignorance by being literally a foreigner. What the fuck, Manzeeks? They don't have top case-hinged windows in Japan. Yes! No! Not even a week! He's been here 2 days! He's only been here 2 days! The day he got here, they were like, okay, go do this case. And then after that, they're like, okay, go do this next case. Maybe it's been 3 days at this point. It was like, what the fuck? It's been 3 days. Okay, yeah. Less than a week. Of course, sorry. I found it, Mr. Naruhodo. Cast your mind back to the windows, Mr. and Mr. Garrett. Alright, I'll try. So the window opens in order to allow air to circulate inside the house. What? When it's top-hinged casement window, it swings open on the upper edge, you see. Then how come it had a, why did it have a hinge on the bottom one, too? I'm confused. Oh, top hinge means it just opens from the top, from the bottom. Oh, okay. Meaning, it would have been difficult for anything to fly across the road. But as it's a top-hinged casement window, it swings open along the upper edge, you see. Yeah. I got really confused. I was like, why does the bottom window have one then? I'm glad you've rectified your ignorance. A casement window is the most prominent feature. Is its stay, a metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain amount. It prevents it opening? This is all news to me. Absolutely correct, sir! In other words, if a book or knife would have been thrown through the open window, it would have clattered against the pane and fallen straight down to the pavement below. No! I hate this. I hate it when I come to some sort of realization of this game only for them to throw some stupid garbage like this out. I like to think I have some big brain that will have me foresee into the future of this trial. You see the problem then? Good, your education is in Windows is complete. I don't think so. There's a lot of more windows I don't know about. Can you teach me? There was never any possibility of either the book... Sorry about that. The book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the road. That is, unless the window pane had been shattered. Something we've discounted already. I don't think I actually paid it. He said that can't be right. I don't think I paid attention to what his window looked like, actually. Did you see that, Rolly? That young Japanese man just collapsed in agony. What the fuck? Oh, yes, my darling, I saw it. I saw how he crumbled before me. Oh, Rolly, you're so strong. How is this happening? I haven't even started the cross-examination yet, and already my argument's been destroyed. Naruhodo was just taking a nap. He woke up too early to play video games. Counsel, if you could drag yourself upright again, the court awaits your cross-examination. My lord. Oh, good. Another desperate situation. I love these games. They're so fun. They kind of make me want to play it like other Ace Attorney games now. I'm glad this one comes though, too. Are you sure about that? How can you say that for certain? A very good question, sir. And the answer is this. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty. He said duty. He showed us that before, didn't he? Maybe I need to show him my cool lawyer badge now. Did he? I can't say I remember. To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. It's what the job's all about. And that is why I can stand here today beside my long-suffering wife. I tell you, a Bobby's good for his word. I can't see! Sorry. While rubbing my tired eyes, admittedly. Sir! Oh, Rolly, you're so manly. Of course I am, my darling Patricia. The voice I'm giving it. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. They're still cute. I love them so much. Even though he looks like a horse. No, none of this is what I meant. I mean, how can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garrett? Oh, I see, sir. You should have said so earlier, sir. Yes, well, so could you answer the question? That was a waste of time then. Absolutely, sir. I will answer to the fullest of my ability, sir. There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garrett's domestic dispute can't be related to the case. But before I get into that, sir, just one thing. Can't take a nap, please. I very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you'll take back some tales of us London Bobbies and how we uphold our guiding principles. I wasn't planning on going back just yet. I've only just arrived here. So to that end, sir, I'll be happy to lend you my warrant card for your perusal. But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears. Thank you. I'll try. What am I gonna do with this? Alright. If I don't shed some few tears, I'm gonna have them arrest you for, lying in the courtroom. Hold on. A policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of the community relations. Any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Did he do that? Hi, Pickle. Come here, puppy. How you doing? Inside his book, it always says Final Fantasy 5.3. What? Hi, puppy. I'm always worried that one of these days I'm going to forget to mute my mic when I have to do something. Hi, Papa. Oh, I love you. I love pickles so much. I'm sorry. Alright. How do you know about that? By which you mean they don't open fully, is that correct? Yes, sir. They're just there to allow a bit of air coming through the house, you see, so they're restricted as to how much they open. Yeah, Pickle just showed up. I love him so much. He just chills. He always just sits halfway on my lap and then halfway on my armrest. And I love him so much. He's such a good boy. And therefore, anything thrown out of the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly below. For clarity, allow me to mark the map. Here's the location where objects would have fallen. Yes, directly opposite of the scene of the crime, on the other side of the rather wide road. That's too many words. Would it have been so hard for somebody to mention this top-hinged casement thing before? Well, I have another question for you, Constable. And what would that be, sir? I should probably take some allergy meds, thinking about it. How do you even know? Why would you have any idea what sorts of windows Mr. and Mrs. Garridib's house is furnished with? Ah, well, sir. That's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday. I don't think that's really something. Oh, is she reacting in a negative or a positive way? Like, oh, my Rolly. So dutiful. We'll see.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Do you have something to add, Miss Beat? Sorry. You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that? Oh, I was just remembering. That's all. We really were so lucky. Lucky? What do you mean? Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who has attacked them. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Rolly's beat. It was so close, you see. Oh, I hadn't realized. So it wasn't on his beat. Is that relevant to the thing? It wasn't on his beat, so how was he there to help investigate? It just says a policeman must have... When a crime is discovered on his beat, but it wasn't. Yeah. It was some other Lyndon Bobby. Hi, Snoople, thank you so much. Oh yes, that's Street Briar Road. That's the boundary between Raleigh's beat and the next one. Isn't that right, my love? So he broke a rule? No, I just don't think he did. Constable beat. Oh, yes, that's right. That's the reason I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the Garridib household yesterday. Their house is on my beat, you see, sir? I thought she just said it wasn't on his beat. That's really it was cutting it close then. Oh wait, no, the accident. Hold on. Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garridib household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it is as well? Outside Mr. Garridib's house? Yes, ma'am. The pavement on that side of the road is part of my beat. Okay. So they were saying where the accident, or where the incident happened was not on his beat. Which is weird. I see. I was unaware of that. Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of the Briar Road, we would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary. But that's the life of a Bobby, after all. I wish they would stop saying Bobby. God. This... fuck. Imagine if there was another O there. Good job, Hunter. They would be called boobies. Just in case y'all didn't get it. One sec. You're welcome. Extraordinary people are bobbies. Tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners. Do you know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way of rewarding my Rolly for all his hard work. You know, I think maybe a good reward for this man is a good night's rest, to be honest. This poor guy, I feel so bad for him. Don't you think so, my darling? What if this case ends with them getting a divorce? I would be sad, actually. That must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it. What's up, Pickle? I think perhaps we should make sure we have that information officially on record. Leave it to me, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll take care of it immediately. Okay. Hold on. Do. Wait, I clicked the wrong button. Watch that by the end of this case, the victim's gonna wake up and accuse our defendant. You left stream for a while, where are you? Well, I got raided by Kaine and Aurora, so you probably maybe came from one of their raids. Tired, Hana overly sympathizes, synthesis. And now it's my turn, I think. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. Hold it! But according to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark. Oh, but Rolly and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky, looking for a lucky star. Sorry? Pistachios. Where's my pistachios? Pickle! Pickle's in my way, I can't grab him. A star that will guide us to eternal happiness. What quote were you trying to get? Can it guide you to answer the question? If a flaming book had cut across the sky in front of us, it would have lit up like a shooting star. And if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made a wish upon it. Let Rolly be an inspector, I would have said 3 times at least. Of course, what with the smog and everything, we couldn't actually see any stars. In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before you? This syntax one. It was Kaine. Ah, well, welcome, Coffee Man. Yes, sir, that is correct, sir. As sure as the night sky in London is starless, sir. It certainly seems like they're telling the truth. And then we saw the poor woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her. I thought they already saw her on the ground. I'm so confused. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Dismembering. Oh, Coffee! Coffee, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Thank you. Yes, you said that you went to a nearby police box to fetch another officer, is that right? That's right, yes. If it had been on Rolly's beat, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course. Don't feel bad, my love. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every beat. So Rolly told me the way, only I sort of got a little lost on the way. Patricia, my darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction is bewitching to me. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. I love him. Oh, please. Oh, so I suppose I was gone for about 15 minutes. But like I said... What? What am I doing? Lost. Oh, okay. My Rolly was at the scene the whole time, making sure nothing was disturbed. I was off duty at the time, of course, but a true Bobby is never really off duty, sir. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment. That's a lie. I know that's a lie. I know it's a fucking lie. Nothing to report? That's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the entire time, never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on the yard's honor, sir. Really? That seems a little strange. Beg your pardon, sir. Strange, sir? Seems altogether regular to me. This burnt copy of the Lion's Pride was originally in the Gyarados household. So the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, seeing as you were at the scene of the crime the entire time? Aha! Could it be a different copy, sir? One that just happened to be burnt as well? I find that highly irregular. Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been gripping a book like that in her hand? As we can see from this photographic print, she has a bag over her shoulder. Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene. Is that so? There's something about the statement that's not sitting right with me. Yeah, like... the fact that they wouldn't have seen shit get thrown out the window if she was already holding it, which meant it threw out before they got there. That's one big thing. Also the fact that she said that he fell asleep. The two mysteries of how that knife ended up in her back and how the book ended up in her hand. There must be some common thread between them. Can I ask you something, please, Mr. Lawyer, sir? Mr. Lawyer. Please. Mr. Lawyer was my best friend. Oh, yes, of course. What is it? You're doubting us, aren't you? I could tell. What? I wasn't really, I mean, what is she doing? Please, just because I'm a woman, it doesn't make my testimony any less valuable. What? That's... You might just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word, I am. I really don't remember ever suggesting that I doubted you. No excuses, I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you'll let me speak, won't you? You had to go get your mail. You missed absolutely nothing. Don't worry about it. Yes, Miss Beat, I will allow you to supplement your testimony if you so desire. Sometimes the path of least resistance is the sage one. That was a very loud mutter. I heard that. That Japanese man thinks a policeman's wife's word counts for nothing, does he? Well, watch out, sir. I might let you get away with something like that, but my Rolly won't. Duly noted, Miss Beat. Please, I humbly ask you to continue. What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder? Yeah. Let's see. I know what I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction is a little off sometimes. Miss Beat, nobody is questioning what you've told us. I saw it, I did. That evening, I saw it clearly. The little Eastern man with the whiskers and the funny curved back slinking away from the scene. And I know what I didn't see as well. I didn't see any flaming books or knives flying through the sky. You wouldn't have. All very clear. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction. Oh, yes, well, that's a little embarrassing, really. Oh, what happened? I always end up at the wrong place when I've made arrangements to meet Rolly. He gets ever so cross. Does he? Speaking of not the sharpest knife in the shed. The sharpest knife. We know this one isn't too. I still don't know what the broken tip means. Unless it means that it hit the window pane and broke? And then some bug collected the knife? I don't know. Celia Witch, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Anyway. Alright, what's up, Mr. Bobby?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Constable Beat, is there a problem? No, sir, no problem, sir. Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Oh, well, in a way, sir. Yes, sir. I was just remembering that the same thing happened that evening is all. You mean Miss Beat lost her way on the night of the incident? Well, you see, I sent her off to find a police box in the next beat over from mine. But she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she'd be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone a good 15. Oh, Rolly, you're such a tease. What the fuck? But the reason that was so long was because of the bouquet, silly. Bouquet? The bouquet? Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about? The more they say bouquet, the less it sounds like a word. Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Rolly's so romantic. He saved up for it with farthings and halfpennies. He found in the gutter while doing his rounds. Oh. Yes, how romantic. I'd forgotten all about it until just now. Had you, my darling? Ah! Oh, yes. But that was just between us. No talking about it to anyone else, my darling. You'll have to promise. Really? Oh. What? I think that's actually rather important. You can't just fucking keep secrets in the courtroom. She brought it up. It's the money of the other dude? What does that mean, Gabe? I'm actually confused as to what you mean. What's that all about? Constable Beat looked very obviously troubled during that exchange. I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruhodo. But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask Miss Beat about the bouquet. Miss Beat, this bouquet you just mentioned. I'd like you to add details about it to your testimony, please. Oh, really? Yes, I'd love to. Yeah, it was probably on the ground and in the gutter. But they probably would have had the bouquet before coming across anything. For this incident. Sorry. I got tired. Pickle, I love you. I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
Hold it!
Oh, she dropped the bouquet. You mean you dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime? Yes, that's right. Oh, I was so upset. Oh, maybe. I don't know if that's related, though. We'll see, we'll see. When we ran over and saw... It was a woman with a knife in her back. I was so shocked I dropped the bouquet Rolly gave me. Yeah. It was in a dark spot where the streetlights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice at first. And then you went to the police box to report it to the policeman whose beat it was on? Yes, and I came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see. That's where I spotted my bouquet again, but the funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all. So she moved. Either the bouquet moved or the victim moved. So she could have been on the other side of the road. Wait, that would make sense! Kind of. She could have been on the other side by the Gyaradev house. And then... No, not that she was moved. She could have been walking on the other side of the Gyrodip house. She could have seen a book fall in front of her. She leaned over to pick it up when a knife then came behind and then, you know, stabbed her. And she could have moved from then. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where she says that she dropped the bouquet. In case you need reminding, Miss Beat, the victim is not deceased. I was all flustered for a moment before I heard the voice calling me from the other side of the road. Your husband, presumably? That's right, silly me. I'd gone over to the wrong side of the street. Yeah. Although I'm going to blame the bouquet this time. I can't think how it got there. I really can't. So the bouquet somehow moved from one side of Briar Road to the opposite. He was awake by the time she got there, but... there was no way she was in a coma. You think... but that's just what I suggested, so... Curious indeed. Isn't it? But the worst of it is I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left the scene. That beautiful rose Rolly bought me, with that change from the gutter he spent so long collecting. By bouquet, do you perhaps mean this, solitary rose? Oh. Oh! Yes, that's it! That's the bouquet Rolly bought me for our anniversary with old bits of change he found in the gutter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Gabe. Maybe just call it a rose. Tell us, Lord Van Zeeks, where did you come by the flower? According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Gyrodip household. It's all coming together. Of course he's hiding evidence. Exactly. This was it. It's okay because it helps us. It helps us. In front of the Gyrodip's house? Although it wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Could I have it back now, please? No. No, I think for good measure, this rose should be added to the court record as evidence. Oh. A present for Patricia Beat from her husband Rolly. The shock of seeing the stabbed victim caused Miss Beat to drop the rose where she stood. But it's a symbol of our love. I want it back after the trial, do you hear me? I want it back! What am I supposed to look at with this rose? There's probably really nothing to look at here. It's very stylish paper. It's not stylish, that looks like newspaper. It's very stylish paper the flower is wrapped in, isn't it? It's just an old newspaper, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh! I suppose it's because I'm not used to seeing English print. It looks so exotic to me. I see. Is something wrong? Oh, no. I was just thinking that if you wrap the stone-baked sweet potato in English newspaper, it might look like some sort of fancy cake. Ah, Susato-san, you do love your cakes. Oh, fuck, I wasn't done. Juror 5 should get that rose. Juror 5? The old man? Is that the 5? Is he 5 or 6? An English rose. Such a beautiful flower. Oh, this is a rose, isn't it? I've never seen one before. Do you not take an interest in flowers, Mr. Naruhodo? I wouldn't say that exactly, but I do know 3 types at least. Gosh, 3? Yes, plum blossom, peach blossom, and cherry blossom. Those aren't roses. Perhaps he should consider branching out, learning some that aren't fruit tree based, for example. Da, 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 da. Eh? What's this on the back? Oh, same thing. How do I eat? What? What? Gaia, what? What does that mean? Good grief, rest assured that I shall do my very best not to forget Miss Beat. I'm confused. What do you... do you think mantises just not eat because they're too small, or what? Hold it! I know that's a lie, you bitch. Nothing to report. That's quite so. I had my eyes wide open the entire time, never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on the odds on your soul. Wait, have I already done this? Really, that seems a little strange. Yeah, we already did this. Alright, hold on. Was there something I didn't press? Alright, hold on. Baba booey. I meant since you're different than most mantises. What do you mean? I'm a okay. I'm a mantis. Controlling a human body. I have two ways that I can eat. One is as a mantis, the other is through the human body. Yeah, most don't wear it. Also, only 170, so tiny. 170 meters? What are you talking about, Gaia? Most of my eating is in my human skin. If you want to be technical, I'm sure I've eaten people too. I do have a redeem for that after all. Ah, God damn it, Onyx. You would. All right. Show him how we do it, huh? Thank you for the meal. Okay, Alex. Eat the documentus. Nom nom. Thank you. I made you hungry, huh? What about me? All right, let's see. What do you make of all this? The whole idea of an invisible attacker has been troubling me all along, but I believe I'm starting to get a picture of what really happened here now. The fourth book that had no business being at the scene of the crime made me sure that Miss Gyarados was hiding something from us. But it seems incredibly clear that someone else has been hiding something from us as well. I think I may already be armed with everything I need to strike a decisive blow here. This time, it's going to expose the whole truth about this mysterious affair. You could eat Hana? Don't eat me. Let's see, the windows on the top floor of the Gyarados house are top hinged. Obviously, if anything had been flown out of the window, we would have seen it. No, you wouldn't have. I did leave the scene to go fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. What happened was I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way. I don't get it. What am I supposed to press here? Hold on. Man. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think I pressed everything now. is this? Ah! I keep thinking maybe I need to present the picture to this, but at the same time... my brain is not in work mode for this. Let's see. Let's see. Apart from a single stab wound from the large knife. Hold on, one sec. I'll be right back, actually. One moment, hang on. All right, I'm back. Fuck. Wait, wrong controller. I almost got my PS4 controller. I got my pistachios. Okay. Didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment. But clearly, okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna try and present the bouquet for this, because if he didn't let his eyes off the crime scene, Pinata, hi! You can keep your diamond. I can't give it to you. Thank you for thank you for subbing tier 3. I was just thinking, I was like, damn, I miss Pinata. Where is everybug? Pinata is not here. Shinso's not here. Blackfire's not here, probably. Everybug's gone. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna think that if he was keeping his eyes on the crime scene the whole time, he wouldn't have lost sight of the bouquet because she would have dropped it there, right? All right, I'm gonna do it.
Objection.
You claim, Constable B, I did it. There was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. Shinso, hi! See, if y'all don't say anything, I'm not gonna know you're here. He was here. Wait, did Shinso say anything? I deserve pistachio? Good. But if I eat my pistachios, I can't I can't play the game. Hold on. I love refrigerators. You know, I meant to say I love pistachios, but at the same time I was trying to do it in that voice. If only Shinso were here, interacting. But that cannot be! Y'all notice? Did anybody notice that after it wasn't until after I got my pistachios that everything started to click in my head? It works. The reward pistachios are real. The math pistachios, the math in my head. What do you mean to say? Do y'all know what I'm talking about when I say I love refrigerators though? There's like a whole 12-second like ad of just a guy walking and he's like looking at some refrigerators and it's just absolute silence until he reaches the end and he just goes, I love refrigerators. Hold on. In your testimony just now, Miss Beat, you explained to the court that when you arrived back at the scene of the crime with the policeman assigned to that beat, the bouquet you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
Objection!
Don't object me, I'm busy! Shut up! Yes, I'm getting to the point! Yes, on the opposite side of Briar Road to where the victim was attacked. But considering the size of that meager, is that how you spell meager? Bouquet, if a single sorry bloom can be so described. No doubt it was blown in the wind across the street, back into the gutter where it belongs. What the fuck, Vanzy? I don't remember it. I could have sworn he was always trying to be like a respectable gentleman at points. What a doo-doo head. Oh, the R before the E and stuff. Okay. Now we're just being mean. Meager.
Objection.
That's because I'm getting close and he's getting pissed. The gentleman-y gloves are off. Or is it the gentleman-y cape? He's too tired. Remember when he put his leg up on the desk? He didn't even apologize. Yeah, he's done. But if that were really the case, why did Constable Beat not testify to the fact? Oh, cat got your tongue? No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. Constable Beat swore to that on Scotland Yard's honor. But the bouquet belonged to me and has nothing to do with the case. It has everything to do with the case. Reminds me of the time someone died only to come back the next night briefly for a drink. What? Oppressor, welcome back. Let's hear the Hana fact for the day. I'm excited. That's why Rolly didn't mention it, I'm sure. No, because sadly, it's not only your bouquet we're talking about here. More than one thing in this case is mysteriously the wrong way round. What are you talking about? Think about it. Besides Miss Beat's bouquet, there's Miss Girodev's book. Mr. Girodev's copy of The Lion's Pride, which was thrown out of the window by his wife, would have struck the pane of the casement window and landed here on the west side of the street. And yet, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in the victim's hand. Isn't that like a custom in some country where it's like one, oh, what the fuck? It's like one night out of the year or something like that, they dig up their deceased and then they take them for a party. What is that? I don't know. Yeah, I think about it. It's definitely a thing. I've definitely seen about it before. Sorry, everybody, I accidentally muted a sneeze. I apologize. Let me see. Hold on. custom where you dig up deceased relatives and the autofill just filled it in and take care of them. But they're fucking already dead. Let's see. Indonesia. Oh, it's a thing in Indonesia. I don't know how this might just be one place in Indonesia, but I don't know let me see if I can keep looking. It just says Indonesian villagers. It doesn't say like it doesn't give specifics. Oh, it says Toraja community. So it looks like this is a custom specifically in one village of Indonesia. It's interesting. Anyway, they dig him up and they dress him up and they like kind of like take him out and party. That is so interesting. Huh. Okay. Now y'all know. And now I know. Honestly, am I thinking of Day of the Dead? No, I'm not. I just... You got clackety clack. Oh, Gabe found it. Of course, Gabe looked it up while I was looking it up, but alright. Faster than Hana. I honestly, if you hear her typing, I'd give up. Thanks, Pinata. Anyway, now y'all know. Wait, why was I talking about that? Why did I get to that? What was I thinking that made me think of this tradition? They don't dig him up? Are you talking about Day of the Dead? Oh, yeah. Core memory unlocked. You stopped right here and then mentioned it? No, I don't think it had anything to do with the victim moving. Why the fuck did I think about that? Did some bug say something in chat? Oh, it was Gaia. Gaia said, coming back from the grave to drink booze. Okay. I was I was so confused. Wait, where's the Hana effect? Are we still waiting on it? Yes, we are. Okay. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we heard, Miss Beats' bouquet should have been dropped here at the scene of the crime on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in front of Mr. and Mrs. Giradep's house. My brain is weird. It's called fucking having ADHD. Thank you very much. You're right. My brain is weird. Can you imagine how my streams would go if I took Adderall? I would just never speak to any bug. So now that's something I need to look out for. I would just play the game and I wouldn't even talk to any bug while I did it. There's no logical explanation for these things. I would be too focused, yeah. But can you imagine how far I would get in a game? Maybe, no. I was gonna say, maybe I should take Adderall for one stream. But the issue then was I would have to get prescribed it, and I think at my age, like, I would have to get, like, retested for ADHD or whatever. I don't know if that's a thing. But, you know. Unless somebody deliberately moved them. Did I already say that? Look at this point. God damn it, I had a really good one to kick off the month, but I'll give it a standard one since Twitch Mobile's being poo-poo stinky. No! Save it for another day. I'll be very excited. Ah, what the ah! One sec. She'd probably be done right now. Yeah, definitely. Okay, what are you trying to say? The way you're talking, it sounds like you think my Rolly's done something wrong. Don't you listen to the word that scrawny lawyer says. Wittering on about books and bouquets. Why should we care? It's nitpicking, that's what it is. Oh, good. Miss Ghirardeb's come round. The jury has not been asked to speak. Keep your mouth shut. You might call it nitpicking, Miss Ghirardeb. But deliberately meddling with the scene of the crime is a criminal offense. It's called, criminal... meddling. Tampering. Oh. Tampering, Mr. Naruhodo. Silence. What? Are you saying Naruhodo's saying that to Mrs. Ghirardeb? I don't think so. Obstruction of justice? No, that's something else. Tampering with evidence. What is obstruction of justice? I don't know. The H word wasn't censored. Yeah, it was winch. No, winch was censored. But the person responsible for this tampering cannot admit to it for a very subtle but compelling reason.
Objection!
Tampering. He barely heard the term before. He knew what he was talking about. He just didn't know the English word for it. What the fuck? The crime scene was moved. Tell us, my learned friend, who would possibly have had the victim themselves? Tell me, my learned friend, who would possibly have had cause to carry out such an elaborate deception? Yes, there is someone who tampered with the scene of the crime that evening. All the evidence and all that testimony points to that one particular person. Please! Counsel, I must demand that you substantiate this conjecture. Who are you saying is responsible for tampering with the scene of the crime? The victim!
Take that!
Please. Please. Am I wrong? There's only one. I was wrong. Sorry, my lord. I was just taking a moment to get things straight to my mind. Oh no, I was wrong. Oh my god, now I'm stuck. I actually don't know. I thought it would have been the victim. Tampering with the scene of the crime. Blind Hana fact of the day. Did you know, though scary to see in modern era, Hana actually has the ability to bring back discontinued food items back to life? The McPizza. Cheesy potatoes from Taco Bell. It's been removed from the menu. She can make it appear before her very eyes to eat. Holy fuck. And for that moment of wasted court's time, you will pay the price. Is it me you're thinking it's getting more strict around here? What you were thinking is right, Mr. Naruhodo. There's only one person who has the opportunity to tamper with the scene of the crime. There can be no mistake. Yes, I thought so. There's no point overthinking this. There's really only one option. I need an answer, counsel. Well, if there was only one person, then it would have been the Bubby, right? He was the only one there. If it wasn't the victim herself. Mixed spaghetti? You think it was Miss Ghirardeb? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. It could have been... You think it was the cop? Sorry, they're called Bobbies. Let's see. The fact that she spoke up makes me... Okay, I'm confused. It could either be him, it could be Miss Ghirardeb, or it could be our defendant. Oh, geez, Dragon Soul. Holy shit. What would be the point of him moving the bouquet, though? Well, that's it. That's all I could think of. Would be him, because he was actually near it. Well, I've only lost one so far. If it was on his beat, then it would have kept him from going out to celebrate their anniversary. No, they were on their way back from celebrating, weren't they? No, they weren't. I thought they already went out. The wife moved it. She couldn't have. She wasn't near it. Oh, okay. All right, well.
Take that!
I guess it's him. Obviously, there's only one person it could have been. I'm kind of angry because I thought all the theories I had. If it was the bouquet that was moved and not the victim that was moved. Damn it. The theories I had, they would have been wrong. Oh, okay. Man, where's this trial going? I'm so lost. Obviously, there's only one person it could have been. Constable Rolly Beat, it was you. What? A policeman? A member of Scotland Yard? What nonsense? Why would my Rolly do something like that? There's no one straighter than my husband. No, Bobby works more tirelessly for the people of London. I want him to come around, and the him being tired is actually just a ruse. He's just a bastard. The theories. Miss Beat, you said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to a nearby police box to fetch the officer on duty. The 15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tamper with it. You're making it up. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. It could... Okay. Just because I got this right does not mean that I am wrong. If he admits that he fell asleep, then maybe I could be right. Maybe. NyQuil? I don't think they had NyQuil back then. Here starts the divorce episode. What about that Japanese man with the whiskers? I bet it was him. He did it. Why would he move the bouquet? If that was true, Constable Beat would have seen him do it. Oh. And forgive me for pointing it out, but when you dropped your bouquet, Miss Beat, it was after the defendant had fled the scene. Well.
Objection!
Shut up. I'm busy. First you make accusations about the landlord and his wife, and now you incriminate a policeman as well. I'm sorry to say that those who fight for justice are not always right. Van Zeeks. I feel like you would know by example. Van Zeeks. But your accusations lack one very important thing. You claim the crime scene was tampered with. There is only one reason anyone would commit such a reckless crime, to hide something. That's right, he is right. But my husband and I just happened to be there, that's all. So why would we have anything to hide? It doesn't make sense. Well, he wanted to hide the fact about the bouquet, right? You've offered no motive for this alleged tampering. And until you do, your accusations are nothing but empty threats. Constable Beat has a very good reason for wanting to tamper with the scene of the crime. That's the key to this entire affair. Mr. Naruhodo, have you managed to solve this mystery? No! I don't know anything! Oh, in the 60s. Yeah, this is like the 1800s, beginning 1900s. I did it? What did I do? We just talked about it? Did we? We were just talking about NyQuil. What did I just talk about? Counsel, you made a very good serious accusation against a London police officer. If you are mistaken, I'm sure I need not point out that your reputation as a lawyer will be irrevocably damaged. With that stark warning in mind, you will now explain to the court the motive of this alleged tampering. For falling asleep? Yes, my lord. Or that he wanted to keep the rose a secret? Constable Beat's motive for tampering what the crime scene was to hide. Where the victim fell. No. This is what I would think, right? I would think it would be to hide where the victim fell, but then that would mean that there was no tampering. What a bastard. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Then that means it doesn't matter where the bouquet fell because the bouquet fell there, right? Oh, Giga, hi! Yeah, don't worry. Don't get spoiled. I'm sitting here thinking very hard. I take a drink. Thank you very much. Giga, wait, Giga, before you go, are you here? Before you go. Are you here? Giga. You know what? You should call this the anti-spoiler Sephiroth. I think it would work, right? Giga, I love you. Thank you for coming. Him, that is. Thank you for putting my friend Sephiroth on your stream last night. Yeah, it covers up everything. You can't really see what's going on in the background. Okay. All right, Sephiroth will go away. Giga, do not get spoiled. The crowd really loved him. I did too. Thank you very much. We are struggling. Giga, thank you. All right, Sephiroth, goodbye. So, Burger King. Burger King spoiled it. So, I'm just confused. Because if he moved the body so that it wouldn't be on his beat. What would be the point of moving the bouquet? Did he not move the bouquet? So, okay, no, the scene was tampered with, but it wasn't the bouquet. Right? So it would be where the victim fell. Oh God, please. The music didn't stop, so I'm confused. Where the victim fell to the ground. That is what Bobby had to cover up. At all costs. What? Where the victim fell? You mean where she was attacked? What are you talking about? We told you at the very start, didn't we? On the pavement of Briar Road. We saw it happen, remember? It was right here, as if anyone didn't already know. That's certainly what everybody has been led to believe. But in fact, that isn't where the victim was stabbed at all. So, okay, I was kind of right. My theory is all coming together. But I just assumed she got up and fell on the other side of the road. I got it! We're right! We're good. Yeah. I'm beginning to wonder where these tumultuous trial will end, Counsel. Thriller stipe? What's a stipe? If that's your assertion, the court is dying to know, my Nipponese friend. Oh. Where are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening? You idiot, right here! Oh, no, nowhere lights up. You know, where the bouquet was found.
Take that!
But that's on the opposite side of the road. I don't understand. On the evening in question, Mr. Garadev's book fell directly down from the open window above, and your bouquet, Miss Beach, never moved at all. What did move was that the scene of the crime itself. I'm so... Why do they do this? They throw in this weird filler shit that doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, the flower was moved. No, it wasn't. Why was that even brought up? We could have skipped the whole thing about the flower being moved and instead just went straight to the whole part of the body being moved. The flower was irrelevant. Ugh. There was 2 stakes. What did move was the scene of the crime itself. Good gracious. I hate this game. Perhaps you haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. I want him to get more pissed as the case goes on. I just want him to get more and more frustrated. Oh my god, I just realized that my Digimon has been in the fridge for 2 days now. I forgot to wake him up. I need to go get him. In the X series V pets, you can hibernate your Digimon, I guess. Where they are shown as being put into a fridge. I don't know why, but basically it puts your V pet in a stasis so that they don't age, they don't use the bathroom, they don't eat, they don't do anything. And I don't know why it's being shown as them in a fridge, but I realized I put him in the fridge yesterday morning after he woke up. Did I not look this up? Look what up? The fridge? You don't physically put it in a fridge. On the V-Pet, there's an option to put them in a stasis. And it shows them as being put into a refrigerator. I can only imagine if the instructions for the V-Pet said put them in a fridge to place them in stasis. I can only imagine like people actually putting them in a fridge. I love refrigerators. But these witnesses both saw the moment the attack took place. That's right, I saw it with my own eyes. No, they didn't. It was 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was the typical London fog on the ground. When you saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid. That was actually on the west side of Briar Road. No, that's not true. It can't have been. I'm kind of confused because it was already dark, right? So I think this all could have like been resolved if they realized whether or not the side of the road they were on was illuminated or not. Watch this get to that point. Watch them bring that on because they mentioned it before that only the east side has street lamps, right? Anyway, Constable Beat then arranged for you to be absent for a while by sending you for help. And during the 15 minutes you're away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print, the victim herself, the 4 books. He moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road. He just dragged the poor victim across the cold road. Extraordinary. But the constable overlooked one thing. What? What did he overlook? The bouquet, I presume. Fancy space. He's... Exactly. The prosecution told the court just a few moments ago about the discovery of the rose bouquet. Lord Van Zeek said it wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. Yeah, that's right. Yes, it couldn't be seen in the dark, obviously. Which is why it was only the bouquet that was found in its original position on the pavement on the west side of Briar Road. Your Bobby is a booby. That makes sense, right? And that is the defense's theory about what really happened that evening. How do you respond? Constable Rolly beat. He's gonna do his awakening. Never mind. Well, I'm very sorry. Didn't mean to nod off again, but I haven't slept properly in a month. Did I miss anything important? Oh, Rolly. It isn't true, is it? What the lawyer said is all lies, isn't it? I know it is because you're the most upstanding, righteous man I know. Oh no, the divorce. The divorce really is gonna happen. Wait, are divorces even legal at this point? I had a dream, a terrible dream. All the things I did that night. What the fuck? What else did he do? Everything come out, everything exposed. In the eyes of God, no divorce is legal. Oh, shit, you're right, but yeah, okay. It's a good thing religion doesn't drive our laws, right? Right? Anyway. Only it seems it wasn't a dream at all. Good golly! Swat! Order! 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 I would like a large McFry and a cheeseburger. What on earth is the meaning of all this? Oh, Rolly, why? Why would you do something like this? Why is her eyes still like that? Moving a corpse is a criminal offense, isn't it? She wasn't a corpse. She's not dead. Wishing the victim dead should be one too. Constable, explain yourself. Why would you do this? As a respected member of Scotland Yard, your duty is to protect the good people of London Town. London Town. Rolly's. I hope he takes his hat off and reveals that he's fucking like scary. You see, Your Honor, I just wasn't in the mood to deal with all this bullshit. I can't say, sir. What? I really am ever so sorry about all this. For damaging the yard's reputation. For everything. I have a possible explanation. For why, on that particular evening, Constable Beat felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. Talk about a helmet. What was it called? Is it helmet head or is it like hat head? Or maybe it's not head at all. Maybe it's hair. Cone head. No, isn't that like a Netflix movie? Not Netflix. I don't know why I said Netflix specifically. Is that just a movie? His intentions weren't malicious. No. I could think of one reason. What? How could you possibly know? You, a foreigner, presuming to understand the mind of a Scotland Yard policeman? No. I am understanding the mind of a loving husband. And yet, Lord Van Zeeks, it is this foreigner who has uncovered the startling truth of the matter thus far. I get. Oh, he told you. I believe it would be beneficial to the court to hear this extraordinary young lawyer's theory. Counsel for the defense, if you please. Yes, my lord. Now then, I think you had better show us some evidence. What evidence? At once, my lord. England, Japan, it makes no difference where you come from. Human emotions are the same. And I think I have a fairly good idea of the feelings behind this man's actions. What gives away the motive for the Constable Beat's unthinkable actions? Is it the bouquet? It would be, right? It's the only thing I could think of. Let's see. Oh wait, no, this one. What gives away the motive? Straight up. Oh, fuck. It could be this, it could be the flower. What gives away the motive for his beat? Basically this. Probably.
Take that!
He gave this to me after all. I did it. I realize that I'm a foreigner in this land, and I have only just arrived from Japan. Which is why all this information about London's so-called bobbies is completely new to me. I've learned that, though honorable, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example. Keeping the peace, looking after the citizens on his beat, in all kinds of ways. There's no doubt that the young Bobby is charged with a great deal to do each day, certainly. If he knew- no, he knew of the flower. Wait, what? If he know of a flower, wouldn't he have moved it too? He couldn't see the flower, or he forgot about it, because he's very tired, probably. His priority was moving the body out of his beat. Yeah. But for Constable Beat, the day in question, why are they both called Beat? Why is his name Beat? Was he born that way? Is that why he became a constable? An officer of the law? But for Constable Beat, the day in question was special. Special? How? On account of this bouquet, my lord. Oh, yes. It was our very first wedding anniversary. Yeah? Wait. So, no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Not in my stream. Why did they all come together so perfectly? It took me a moment. It took me a moment. A signed cup at birth. I think, okay. I think regardless of, I don't know how to describe it. I think regardless of, you know, the issues right now surrounding cops, I think just the joke of his name being Beat, him being born to be a cop, just a side cop at birth is so funny. Okay. It's its own joke. It's its own joke. Constable Beat had worked so hard to be able to afford the simple gift for his wife. And was so looking forward to taking her out for a celebratory meal. The Marine guy? What Marine guy? Sorry. When he and Miss Beat fuck. Okay. When he and Miss Beat stumbled upon a crime at Briar Road. Oh, fuck, stop it! I'm trying to. The one with the snake. He's not a Marine, he was a sailor. That's not the same thing. He was a Russian sailor. When he saw that shadowy figure through the fog collapse on the pavement ahead of them, what must have gone through the man's mind? He forgot the word sailor. But just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Miss Beat puts... Hold on. Okay. Nope, never mind. Hold on. Okay. I'll take a drink. Signed cup at birth. Miss Beat puts up with a lot. Being married to a Bobby like me, I just want to show my dear wife how much I care. Fuck! Go away! It's not that funny anymore. This is the warrant card that Constable Beat offered to lend me earlier. Inside, among the rules for patrolling policemen, it says, when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with the initial investigations to help detectives. Aha! Constable Beat. Only when I hear his name. I can't! I can't! Is that, or is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime that day? Yes. Everything you said, it's all right. So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your beat. Oh! Exactly. You know, I'm gonna eat something real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Oh! Beaten. Eve, gently. Thank you for following me 4 minutes ago. I'm sorry. Okay. To summarize, the incident actually occurred on Constable Beat's beat. Fuck. Okay. Bobby. Good gracious. Constable, do you realize the gravity of what you've done? Oh, fuck. It was the first time since I became a copper that I'd ever cursed God. Oh my god! Stay close to me, Pat. The criminal should be lurking somewhere. Or could be. As we went into the scene, I had every intention of doing my duty as a police officer. A sign? We've got to report this to the station as quickly as possible. But then it dawned on me. I realized where we were, where the victim was lying, and what that meant for me. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. You didn't even say the funny part. You just said assigned at birth. Why here? Why did this happen here? And why tonight of all nights? Why? No, don't worry. Okay, I think it's starting to go away. It's a cop's job to guard the scene of a crime, so I told Pat she'd have to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever was on duty there. It was then when I opened my mouth to speak, it just came out. I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of my own mouth. This is the next beat to mine, Pat. So you have to get the police box that covers it, turn right along Mearsham Street, and then... Oh, Susano. He does not care. Yeah, we got it. Oh, he spit it out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Rolly. He's upset. Oh, Constable. I just wanted just that one night to take my Patricia out for dinner. Oh, Rolly. Just that one night. Oh, it's back in his mouth now. I knew that if the incident was on your beat, your evening of celebration would be ruined. And so you decided to move the entire crime scene outside your jurisdiction. Sorry, I wasn't even laughing at the joke there, I was just laughing. Just across the street to the east pavement of Briar Road, which falls under the neighboring beat's care. You see, I thought... Well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see. I beg your pardon? Oh, of course he did. Otherwise, my Rolly would never have left the poor woman out on the freezing cold pavement. I don't know, I was just laughing. Oh, I see your meaning now. But God got me back for my sins, didn't he? That's why. That's why I missed the woes I bought for Pat. Oh no, Rolly, that was all my fault. I should never have dropped it in such a dark place. I'm so sorry, Rolly. You know what Ravana says? He says, oh, like snow they fall. Petals plucked and strewn, right? Strewn. Is that what we're getting at? God, what the fuck? Does he say beat? A sign got pepper. I don't know if that's ever in his lyrics. Can you tell us, Constable? How many books did you move from one side of the road to the other in total? 4 it was, yes, so definitely 4. The item dropped by Mr. Natsume in the 4th. Being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the geared up household, of course. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand? When all the others were scattered haphazardly around, I mean. Oh, well, so that's because that's how I found it. I knew it. Welcome back, Gabe. Oh, you found it? What do you mean? When we first ran over to the scene, he says, beat, give me the context. The victim was already holding the book. That's all he says? What do you mean that's all he says? Ravana said a lot more than just that. So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. You're sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding? Oh yes, sir. No doubt about it, sir. Yeah. Bearish. Okay, weird. What the fuck? He just says things in single words? Interesting. Okay. I thought it was an open and shut case at the time, you see. Hold on. I'm always worried that every time I mute, y'all can still hear me. Oh, okay. And well, there were only the two people at the scene, and Pat and me both saw it happen. However, which way you look at it, it had to be the fellow who ran off who'd done it, I thought. I couldn't see the harm, really. I didn't think moving it all over the road would make a jot of a difference. I suppose this is for me now. Oh, this is it for me now. I've had it. My lord. Yes, Lord Van Zeeks. I believe that concludes the cross-examination of the witnesses. I love how it was his suggestion that we cross-examine the witnesses, and then, that did not work out for him. Kyron! Yo! Thank you for the raid! Oh, wait, hold on. It's not like I'm covering anything. It's the anti-spoiler Sephiroth now. Welcome, everybody! My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I am an Orcan Mantis. And today we are playing... You want to see him again? Him. Today we are playing the Great Ace Attorney. Kieran. Was it really Kieran? I've been calling you Kyron this whole time. Why did you never tell me? The fuck? I'm gonna forget it. Kieran. Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, I'm an Orcan Mantis. Check these. Thanks for the follow. Really common. I forgot what else I was saying. Oh yeah, we're playing the Great Ace Attorney. I'm having fun. So far, I've gotten one thing wrong. I think this whole case. Sci-Fi Baby Seal. Thank you for the follow. I do have my follow notifications turned off because I was getting harassed by some bug. I just haven't turned them back on, but I could still see them, at least. We are on episode 4, I think, right? Part 2 of the court case. So if you do not want to get spoiled, I would recommend you head on out. And thank you for coming from the raid. I'll put them away now. Other than that, we're gonna continue. We just finished a cross-examination, like the third one for these witnesses. I'll be looking to avoid spoilers. Okay, Christina. Thank you. Also, Pinata, thank you for gifting a sub to Kieran. Make sure I'll say that right this time. Y'all missed it when I was just laughing at some dumb joke that some bug made. Okay. Alright, let's go. Van Zeeks called for us to end the cross-examination. Spartan Kevin, thank you for the follow. Apple Corpse reporting for duty. Apple Corpse. And that's exactly where we are. I was saying I think it's amusing that he was the bug who not recommended, but he, told the judge to have us cross-examine the witnesses again. Yo, Lenolan! Thank you for resubbing. For your second month, thank you. Constable, he may withdraw. Yes, sir! Mr. Prosecutor, sir. What will become of my Rolly? What will happen to him? For now, you are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course. I hope, I'll be sad. He probably will get arrested, but I'll be sad. Like, can't you just fire him, maybe? Please, don't punish my husband. This was all my fault. It's because I'm always moaning at him to come home late, or for coming home late. Not to come home late, whoops. You better not get here in a timely manner. Anyway, now, Pat, let's go home. I'm tired. Yes, let's have this man get some rest. All right then, my love. One last thing, Constable. Sir? Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you. Yes, sir. Carve that lesson into your mind. And never again make the mistake of tampering with the scene of a crime. Or what? Oh wait, no, this guy's known as the Reaper, right? I don't think I would want to question that. I'm gonna get some food before D&D. Okay, have fun. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your D&D. And, oh, we have a hype train coming up. Nice! And thank you again for the raid, Kieran. I'll see you later. Never again, sir. You mean to say? Oh wait, I guess he's not fired. Leave, now. This trial is not yet over. Oh, sir. I don't think he has authority. I'll be honest, I don't think Van Zeeks has such an authority like that. Well, quite a startling revelation, I must say. Whoever thought of a third party transplanting the entire seat of a crime like that? Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here, principally. That the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is the only person who could have possibly have committed this crime.
Objection.
Can I just get to the point? Can I just say that the crime is an accident? We know that she was on the other side of the road now. So everything we were talking about before, about the knife, there's four stakes. Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Another person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back. Mrs. Giradeb! Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of the possibility already. Yeah, because Van Zeeks isn't an idiot, he's just dumb. I don't think slipping and falling on the knife is possible unless the knife was standing upright. Which I feel like is very improbable. Lord Van Zeeks, is that true? Very well. Name the person, if you will, and if further investigation is warranted. The prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing. Because she didn't die. But at the same time, I'm conflicted because I feel like, you know, just a knife falling would not have, like, punctured her, her jackets.
Take that!
The defense would once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord. Once again? She dead regardless of this? The early 1900s? She's not dead, though. She was very... Well, for one... Okay, for one, she's very fatty. Sorry, for one, she was very fatty. And two, she had a really, like, poofy overcoat. So, the thing is, infection will kill her. Medicine exists, you know. This is only the 1900s. My assistant made the same request earlier. In order to finally reveal the truth about this case. Bad medicine. Just give them Coke, they'll be fine. It's imperative that we cross-examine the juror number 4, Miss Joanne... is it Joan? It's probably Joan. Joan Garadeb. Me? Me? Oh, dearie me.
Objection!
Don't object! You know what I'm getting at here! That request has already been denied.
Objection!
I object your objection, but the situation is very different now. Mrs. Gyarados, answer me this. What do you want now, you little toad? Toad. We have bad medicine. You know what? You're right. At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Gyarados. In the course of the argument, a minor house fire was ignited. And to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looked out over Briar Road. Well, what of it? Sorry. You threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of the open top-hinged casement window, the book plummeted directly down. Finding its way to what we now know to be the true scene of the incident. Have you noticed that we haven't gotten, like, approved to cross-examine the witness? I mean, technically she hasn't given a testimony yet, so it's not like we're actually cross-examining, but I feel like it's strange that we're just, like, going at her right now. Yes, and as I said, what of it? During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage. As such, you threw not just books, but anything you could lay your hands on. Penicillin was discovered in the 1930s. This doesn't take place in the 1930s, though. This takes place earlier than that. It would either be around the 1880s or about the early 1900s. Yeah. So let me ask you one more time, Mrs. Gyarados. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back. Which date? The 1900s or 1880s? Well, the thing is that she's not dead and this isn't real life, so... Have you really never laid eyes on it before? She could just dismiss it. She could just say no. I've never seen that knife before in my life. I don't recall it. There we go. See, I told you. Seriously? How am I supposed to remember everything I picked up and threw at my husband? And anyway, the man over there and all that regalia said members of the jury needn't testify, didn't he? Conveniently, yes.
Objection!
No, I have no recollection of saying that at all, juror number 4. Oh! Banzix, get on her ass! Make no mistake. You jurors are not special in any way. You are not immune to the judicial process. If you know something about this knife, madame, let the truth come out. Let the truth come out. Does... Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. Object this, Van Zeeks. I don't say that. Don't say that. But that's just a common or garden knife. What's a garden knife? You go gardening with knives? No, that's not me. That was Pinata. Pinata said it. I just read chat. That's my job. I just read chat. What the fuck kind of knife are you using in a garden? What are you using it for? Kunai with chain. Sorry. It could have come from anywhere. We have several like that at home. If one went missing, how would you expect me to know? Oh, well, if you have several from home, then now we know it was from your house. Okay, cool. That's all we needed to know. What's that? Are you joking? What are you saying? Please, Mascarada. Now you listen to me. I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injured someone. Do you hear? I couldn't bear it. Oh, the poor woman. So, yes, I want evidence. I want to see the hard evidence, if you're going to insist on this being my fault. You're going to have to prove to me that I threw the knife, if that's what you think. Come along now, Chop, do your worst. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already. I don't think we have such an evidence to prove. I'd take the stand, juror. Oh, I don't think you have the authority. The judge does. Judge? Judge, can we get this witness this testimony? What the fuck? The prosecution does not object to the defense's request to cross-examine this woman. But what about the judge? Thank you, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm going to have to testify. Okay, finally, God. To cross-examine, to get a testimony from somebody, do you need the prosecutor's permission? I'm confused. Hi, Sinbad. Welcome home. Juror number 4, as I'm sure you will appreciate having observed it with your own eyes today. Witness testimony can lead to the most extraordinary truths being unearthed. Truths of which the witnesses themselves may not even have been aware. Oh, dearie me. So I demand your full and unadulterated testimony, Mrs. Girdeb. You can't object to the judge, though. Judge, I object to your permission. What? And mark my words, in this court of law today, we shall extract the truth. Do you concur, counsels? Certainly, my lord. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, that's what I'm hoping for, my lord. Such a strange feeling. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. It's all coming together now. I'm here, in the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer. His hair is dumb. I didn't know it looked like that from behind. Witness, state your name and occupation. Oh, yes, my name is Joan Garrideb. And I'm, well, I'm a juror, and such like. It sounds like even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid, or what any- Wait, what? I don't know what it said. The court has decided your testimony is required in order to clarify matters in this case. Do you understand, madame? Oh, yes, my lord. You will tell the court everything that took place in your household on the evening in question. And I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth. Oh, oh dearie me. Oh no. Chin up, Jody. Nothing to worry about now. Yes, that is. I knew it. How'd he get here? Why is Mr. Garrett up here? He wasn't told to come and testify. Oh, I didn't know you were here, John. It's music. Look at her. She's starry-eyed. Wasn't only you in the room that day, whole thing, was it? Rather think I ought to testify myself, don't you? What about your knee, dear? Don't you worry about that. Hardly notice it. Why is he wearing a bathroom robe? Because he's old. And decrepit. Also because it's cold. I don't think it's a bathroom robe. He's not. He's not that old. I don't think. Look at his lip. Anyway. I'm not the sort of chap to leave a comrade to face the disciplinary action alone. Oh, John. I presume you are Mr. John Garrideb? John, Mr. Garrideb. Yes, sir. Former second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment of the 4th Northumberland Fusiliers, sir. Seen my fair share of action, and now living the quiet life, as it were. Quiet life? Were you not engaged in an incendiary battle with your spouse on the day in question? That's not much. But what about in London in the 1900s, the early 1900s? No, wait, for him it would have been earlier than that, probably. I don't know. Late 1800s. Eh? Well, yes. Quite. Well, I know in the Navy, a lieutenant is really high up, so I don't know about that. But I don't think he was in the Navy. I actually don't know what he was in, so... I believe this may represent a first in the proud history of the British court. Calling a juror to the witness stand is unprecedented. However, the court will hear your testimony now, juror number 4, and that of your husband. You will recount clearly and concisely the events in your home at the time of the incident in question. Okay, I drink. Thank you very much. But I thought petty officer was a different rank. Excuse me. I thought it was its own rank. You got what, ensign or something first, right? And then you got petty officers literally after that. Isn't it? Ensign is second lieutenant. What the fuck is it? Are you sure? Hold on. I gotta let's see. I'm confused. I don't know what I'm looking at. No, ensign is not a petty officer. Let's see. Those are two separate categories. It goes through all the petty officers. And then it goes to ensign and then lieutenant. Lieutenant commander, commander captain. Oh, that's Navy. This is Navy. So I don't know what military that this is. Ugh. I had a big stretch. Are you asking if Kaicho is sure? Oh yeah, you're right, you're right. I forgot what Sinbad He will recount clearly. Yeah, I already did that. Sir, at once. A Fusilier. I think they like to eat food. Yes, on the day you're referring to, the wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Can't recall the reason now. I can. It was because you had a bookmark that had some lady's name in it. Knocked a candlestick over and set fire to the carpet. Soon had it out, though, and got the window open. That's a Gorman. Is it now? Meanwhile, I was picking up whatever I could find to throw at him. Plenty of knives around our place. Can't say I'd notice if one or two went missing, I'm afraid. If that bully thing in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it, I think. Well, that was a fast testimony, wasn't it? It sounds as though it was quite the battlefield in your household that evening. Although, entirely one-sided assault, it seems. The enemy caught us on the hop, sir. I had no choice but to dig in and take defensive measures. To be honest, if the enemy had kept shelling us for another minute, we would have been toast. Of course, a veteran such as myself is only too aware that on every battlefield you're just a gnat's whisker from death at any moment. Fastest testimony in the West. We're still talking about marital quarrel here? Well, I must say I'm dubious that this testimony will shed any light on the origins of this jackknife. In combat, one's focus narrows such that surroundings are barely noticed. These witnesses may not be able to offer anything more than they have testified already. This may be a dead end. I was making a joke, but okay. Panzeeks may well be right. Well, whatever the chances. We only have this last cross-examination to uncover the truth, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, I'm afraid so. Very well, counsel. Begin your cross-examination. Steel Rain, thank you for subbing for your 14th month. That's amazing. They're the people that wear those funny bearskin hats. Those are Canadians. Silly. Silly Simba. Very well, counsel. Begin your cross-examination. And breaks my legs on entry. Nice. What? Okay. I almost said Russians. Yeah, get to the point. Actually, can you... I remember. The reason is what you told us yesterday, I believe. Yes, that's right. If I remember correctly, it all started because of a note that was tucked into the pages of a book belonging to Mr. Garrida. A rather passionate note, in fact. But Mrs. Garrida found the note discovering her husband's little secret. And she gave him a mighty number of slaps across the face for it, too. What a sordid state of affairs. Hell on earth. Sounds like you're rushing to get to the point. I wish I had like a finger gun expression. That's a good one. I say, when a chap says he can't recall such things, it's common decency not to drag it all up. And besides, half of it was wide of the mark anyway. Look at him, his mouth is quivering. A likely story. These waters run very deep. And what transpired next after these multiple blows to the face? Da 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 bum 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 bum. Knocked a candlestick over and set fire to the carpet, soon had it out. Hold it! Yeah, about that. Now, the fire also spread to some items of furniture, didn't it? The bookcase, my armchair, anything of mine, really. Just so happened there was some bathwater around. Why y'all just keep your bathwater around? So I slushed that about to put it out. A most precarious situation you put yourself in. Ours is a three-story townhouse on the west side of the street where the water main isn't connected yet. Have to draw water from a public water pump during the day if you need any, you see. The lodgers are always moaning that they can't get any water at night. Although that little mustache Japanese man buys water in bottles, I believe. You buy bottles? The defendant, Mr. Natsume, I mean. Yes, he receives a stipend for his studies, you know, from his home country. Can you imagine being able to brew a pot of tea at all hours? He's obviously very well off. Yeah, they're most definitely glass bottles. Have you actually seen the state of the man? Gamer Gold bathwater. You gotta go get it from a publicly sourced area, huh? I believe he uses all of his income to buy books. Well, anyway, the point is I was able to just douse the fire with water, fortunately enough.
Hold it!
And a knife, perhaps, even though the room was on fire? As far as I was concerned at the time, it was more important to extinguish my anger than the flames. When a woman wants to throw, she must throw. That is most certainly not true of a Susanoo takedown, Mr. Naruhodo. How did she know? I was thinking that. I wasn't thinking that, but okay. So, please cast your mind back and try to remember. Was the knife among the items you threw at your husband that day? In all honesty, I don't recall. But I feel I must point out that I am no monster. Let me see. Some bread, a cabbage, garlic, a towel, and a sponge.
By
A
Jupiter.
napkin? By... Did you say by Jupiter? What's up?
Excuse me.
What are we talking about here? Do you have something to add, sir? This is a fancy-looking pipe. Mr. Garrida. Yeah, what? Jesus Christ, don't shoot. Oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. My being upset is more important than dwelling on multiple people. Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind? Nothing of any significance. Just that the barrage of projectiles the old thing launched in my direction was so much more solid than she implies. Books, bricks, and the fire poker, I seem to recall. The fire poker? Ouch. And the woman's aim is... that's in his pipe! That's in his pipe! Good grief, woman, we're not at home now. This is the court of law. Oh, dear me, ever so sorry, dear. I didn't even read what he said. What's she even doing with a teapot in here? Honestly, John, I would never have thrown such things at you, obviously. Well, take a look at this, then. How do you suppose that happened, hmm? Your pipe, sir. How it broke. Had this thing in my hand, as usual, at the time of the onslaught. Knocked it clean out. With one of her soft projectiles, she did, yes. And when I went to pick the thing up, it was broken in two. I'd like to see a sponge do that sort of damage. I see, your pipe was broken. It never would have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Anyway, I've managed to bandage the thing up for now. Huh, you're one to exaggerate, aren't you, dear? He could have died if she threw the fire thing. Fire thing. It's definitely significant. The defense believes Mr. Gyarados' remarks just now to be of great significance.
Objection.
Why is that? What? This war veteran's words only tell us one thing. Betray a fiery wife and pipes, as well as hearts, may be broken. Sentimental wisdom, perhaps, but hardly worthy of adding to the formal testimony. I don't think so, because the one thing we're trying to figure out here is to pinpoint that this knife actually belonged to them. And we know that the tip is broken. So it could be, I don't know, maybe the tip of the knife, or sorry, maybe it's the knife that hit the pipe and broke the tip off. Maybe. A maybe. Indeed, common sense, one might say. Height one? In that case, would you at least permit us to examine the pipe, sir? Well, I don't see why not. Oh, dearie me. There you go again, trying to, ingratiate? What the fuck is that? Yourself with a young lady. Very well, the court will accept the gentleman's pipe as evidence. Alright, cool. We'll see. We'll see. I hope I didn't speak out of turn, Mr. Naruhodo. Hold on. Hold that thought. It looks to be in a sorry state with that bandage. Oh. What's on the other side? Around it, doesn't it? But for some reason, it feels slightly ominous to me. Like it's trying to shout out a warning. Why, because it's the same blue as Mr. Gyarados' dressing gown. I suppose it must have been considerable sentimental value to Mr. Gyarados, given that he's gone to the trouble of repairing it like this. Did I even ingratiate? Oh, okay. What did I say? Did I say the word right? Either that or you can't afford to replace it. Well, would you look at that? I knew it! I knew it! Wow! Look at this! Oh, something just twinkled inside the chamber of the pipe here. Did he not notice this? Yes, I saw it. Pistachio time. Of course they would do this. We have to end the case sometime. Hold on. I'm eating... I'm eating my big brain pistachio right now. Okay. Something's stuck in there, I think. Let's turn it over and give it a shake. What's this? It's a tiny fragment of metal. It looks like the tip of a blade or something. The tip of a blade? Surely it couldn't be. But surely it is! Thank you very much, Mr. Gyarados. I got what we wanted. I was just feeling rather disappointed for you that your request was turned down. Oh, no, it's fine. Thanks to Susato-san, we have some new evidence to work with. You should examine it carefully. Yeah, I already did it. Well, thank you for that rebuttal, Mr. Gyarados. And now if we could return to the crux of the matter. What can you tell the court about the knife used to attack the victim? I'm not even gonna press. Should I? Yeah, I'll go ahead and press, but I don't think there's anything else I could look for. Sorry, would you care to elaborate? Nothing to say, really. Rather partial to a spot of carving, you see, pipes and whatnot, fishing tackle, you know, this sort of thing. It's a passion we both share. I like to carve little wooden trinkets too, and there's my leather work. Sorry to say, we're always losing knives about the place. And we have dozens of things. They sell them at the market sometimes, 20 for the price of 19. Needless to say, I snap them up. John prefers to use 2 knives at mealtimes too, instead of a knife and a fork. Now, Joan, we don't want people thinking I'm some kind of... Why did she do that? Here we go again with the scalding. So why are they being so evasive? I imagine it's because they don't want to believe it. They can't bear the thought that it might have been one of their knives that injured the victim. Which is certainly entirely understandable, of course, but still. Go on with your testimony, witnesses. Yes, sir. The knife family. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean it was sudden. That's the extent of their testimony, is it? I got it. I got it. I got it. We got it. Hurry up. Yes, I know. I'm sure both of them must be feeling very worried. Worried that it was in fact a knife belonging to one of them that caused the victim's injury. Hurry up! The fact that Ryunosuke says that he can't be sure makes me think that there's more. But I know we have the evidence we need. So I'll just press him on this last one real quick.
Hold it!
So you have no intention of admitting that it was your knife unless we can produce proof? Even though there is no other credible possibility if Mr. Natsume is innocent?
Objection!
You forget, my Nipponese friend, that it is yet to be established that the accused is not responsible for the attack. As if I could forget. If only there was some way to know who had handled the knife. Nah, I got it, but I suppose wizardry like that is just a dream wizardry. Perhaps you're thinking of fingerprinting, Mr. Naruhodo. Is that a thing? What? What? You mean it's not a dream? What's that sort of wizardry really exists? Whenever people touch anything, they leave behind a unique pattern from their skin, or so they say. I can't see anything. There are already countries in the world where these so-called fingerprints can be used. So-called! Can be used as evidence. Lord Strongheart is currently discussing the matter at the Ministry of Justice. Well, because then they would be viable for, you know, the almost murder of some bug, even if it was an accident. Right? I don't know. Yes, I believe we are rapidly approaching an era of scientific methods of investigation. It's like firing a gun in the air in celebration, only for that bullet to come back down and kill some bug. Of course, she's not dead. In 1892, Juan, an Argentine police chief officer, created the first method of recording the fingerprints of individuals on file. Oh, okay, so this is in 1880s. This is probably the 1900s at this point. Most likely. Burger King, what the fuck? But for now, we shall have to find an alternate method of proving our assertion. This knife found in the victim's back was originally Mr. and Mr. Gyardep's house. Ugh, if only I could transplant this whole incident several years in the future. What? Oh, it's a fingerprinting. Alright, I got it. I got it. Easy peasy. Why'd you type it? Rip Burger King. Also, happy spooky month, everybug. Alright, we got our evidence. We're good. Oh, my dear sir, and I have just the proof.
Objection!
Mr. Gyardep, can I ask you to take a good look at this, please? You can ask, but I can't see a bully thing. You can't? Used to call me Dead-Eye Deb back in the regiment, of course. But that was some time ago now. What's with his face? What is that expression? He's so close to doing that one face, you know? You know what face I'm talking about? But even when I try and enjoy a large print book by the fire these days, I struggle to tell a B from a D and a P from a Q, to be honest. Same. Oh, he does, dearie me. It's rather wearing, being asked about every other letter and every other word. You must be very dussy. Dussy. What is that? A tiny scrap of metal? Indeed it is! A metal belonging to a knife! Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. And what may appear at first to be just a tiny scrap is in fact a crucial piece of evidence. Dusty. Interesting. And where did the defense come by this evidence? The kniff I've got in my pocket. It was lodged in the chamber of Mr. Gyardep's pipe. My pipe, you say? By Jove, I wonder how that got in there. And what precisely does this fragment of metal signify, counsel? Are you suggesting that it is some way related to the matter of the stabbing on Briar Road? Why do you stab himself? Why do you slap himself? I am. What? When put together with another piece of evidence already in the court record, I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth of this case, my lord. Pickle, come here. Come on, puppy. Are you okay, Bubba? Come on. He seems so tired. She's standing on a crate. You seem rather confident in that extraordinary statement, counsel. Are you gonna ask me to present the fucking evidence? Ugh. Taylor's so dumb. Present the pertinent evidence to the court. What evidence, when paired with this fragment of metal, allegedly reveals the truth of this entire case? It can only be the burnt book! Hi, puppy. Oh, I love you so much. You're so good. This is the knife that was found in the victim's back. Oh, watch out, Bubba. If you look closely, you will see there's a small piece at the tip of the blade that is missing. Oh, you're so cute. I love you. A common issue with the inferior blades sold at unsavory street markets. Criminals who use them regularly leave the tips lodged in their victims' bones. And what of this particular knife? What do you mean, what of it? When paired with the fragment that we have, we can prove that it was their knife. No doubt its tip has suffered a similar fate, now languishing somewhere near the spine of the victim.
Objection!
I don't think anything was found. No, that's not the case. Pretty sure it doesn't matter because if you put them together, then they should fit perfectly. The tip of this particular knife's blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Mr. Gyardep's pipe. Oh! Ah! What was that reaction, Van Zeeks? Good grief, Lord Van Zeeks, he had a heart attack. I don't believe it. The knife from the crime scene and this fragment of metal are a perfect match. Oh shit. Good golly gosh. Oh, his robe's on fire too. I never noticed his backside. Order, order, order. Is this Is this some sort of Eastern sorcery? What the fuck? This is no magic, my lord. This is a miracle. A miracle? So Van Zieks has figured it out, has he? Council, explain this extraordinary coincidence at once. Yes, my lord. The crucial point we have to ask ourselves here is, when did the fragment of metal find its way inside Miss Gyarados' pipe? Something that was clarified for us in the most recent witness testimony. I had this thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Knocked it clean out with one of her soft projectiles, she did, yes. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. I know, right? Look at her. Look at that. Oh, dearie me. Hi, I wanted to drop, but I can't say because internet data for stream. Oh, Kasu, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming. See you later. During the argument between these two that occurred just as the victim was on the pavement below, Mrs. Gyarados flung this knife at her husband. However, the knife missed Mr. Gyarados, instead striking the pipe in his hand at the time, which caused the tip to break off, of course. Good lord! Yes, and that is when the tiny tip of the blade found its way inside Mr. Gyarados' pipe. The chances of that are 1,000,000 to 1! And yet there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Then, after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out the open window. Ugh. And in short, this knife, which fell from the window of the Gyarados' house, is the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below. Oh gosh, oh dear, oh... No!
Objection!
Are they gonna ask me how she was stabbed in the back? Definitely gonna bring that up. If you know, my learned friend, the knife was found in her back. Can you explain how it got there? Yeah, actually, I can. It's the book. She leaned over to pick it up. A full-bodied theory, I'll give you that. A complex bouquet of seemingly trivial points plausibly arranged to create an almost passable vintage. Crush it. Allow me to toast my learned friend's characteristically Nipponese approach to bottling his argument. You okay, puppy? You had a cough? You had a hiccup? Sorry. But after all, it's just a theory. A court theory. The bottle, I fear, is court. Because, you see, it's spoilt by an insurmountable inconsistency. Insurmountable? What? It's definitely gonna be the fucking knife in the back part. Lord Van Zieks, explain yourself. What is this inconsistency you claim to have identified? An inconsistency of the simplest nature, my lord. The victim was found with a knife planted in the middle of her back. Yes, in her... I know it! Oh! No, poor... No, poor Mr. Gyarados. That's right, you silly little man. Now, Joan, old thing, what are you getting so excited about? Let us consider the basic facts of the case once more. The victim was walking along the pavement before being stabbed in the back and falling to the ground. If the knife that struck her had fallen from above... Nice, I thought he was gonna crush in his hand. There's no possible way it could have planted itself in the victim's back. But it can! I have an answer! Naruhodo may be dumb, but I got the answer for you! I remember the fucking book she was holding? Hoarder, hoarder! Quite right, you see, that's exactly right. If the knife had fallen on her from above, it would have struck her on the top of her head. Well, he's lost for words, look. I knew it, I never liked his theory in the first place. I don't know, though, what really did happen. Oh. It would appear the defense has made rather spectacular blunder. No, I haven't! Get back to me! Ask me why I think... how I think she could have gotten stabbed in the back if it fell from the roof. Ask me! What happened to Gyarados' dressing gown? It got burned. If a theory has even one inconsistency, it cannot stand. Your theory, my learned friend, is history. His hand! Holy shit. It's not history. I have the answer. We were so close, I could see the truth. I was so sure we were on the right track. But now the way has been blocked completely. By just one simple inconsistency. Or in other words, we simply need to eliminate the one inconsistency and the theory will stand. Mr. Sato. You mustn't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. You were just caught off guard, that's all. And your mind went blank. But if the path you were on is indeed correct, then a way will present itself. The key to this is in the courtroom, I'm sure. All the information you need is there. It seems you have nothing to say, my Nipponese friend. Well, your silence speaks volumes. Tacit acceptance of your tacit acceptance that your theory is fatally flawed. He looks like he shat himself. This inconsistency doesn't mean I was on the wrong track. It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. It's a test. Yes. If the knife fell on the victim from above, there's no way that it could have hit her in the middle of her back. Unless. Under normal circumstances, that is. What are you implying? Counsel? There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can explain this inconsistency. That can explain how the knife that fell from above could have pierced the victim's back. We already have the answer. Goodness! Utter madness. Surely this must be the last time. Counsel, present the evidence of which you speak. This is the last inconsistency, the final piece of the puzzle. If I can successfully make sense of this, the truth will be laid bare at last. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back is...
Take that!
This, the fourth book found at the scene! Let's go! This is the final piece of evidence the defense will present. The burnt book? I'm sorry. Is that not Mr. Gyarados' book? Yes, and to understand its significance, we have to consider how it came to be at the scene in the first place. This photographic print clearly shows the book in question, and the victim holding it in her hand. But as we all know, it was the police constable that put the book between her fingers like that. Because he said that's how he found her. That's how she was. Oh, Pickle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Quite so, as part of his wholesale transplanting of the crime scene to the opposite side of the road. The picture could have done it too. I see. That's true. However, as part of his testimony, Constable Beat made an extremely enlightening statement on that point. Sorry, but what made you place the book in the victim's hand? Oh, well, so that's because that's how I found it. When we first went over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. In other words, the victim had already picked the book up of her own volition. And clearly that must have been before she suffered the knife wound. Well, I should say so. After being attacked with a knife, I don't imagine she'd have been doing much of anything. And so the question becomes, why did the victim have the book in her hand? Well, Jesus, that squirm he does, by jingo. I think I'm beginning to see what may have happened now. Oh, it's hearing me. We know that the book fell from the top floor of the Gyarados household on the pavement below, at precisely the moment that the victim was walking past. Yes, at exactly that moment, the young woman was walking along the street in the light fog, when all of a sudden, a book fell right in front of her. book I threw. Yes, Miss Ghirardelli. And what do you think the woman did? What would you do if you were walking along and suddenly a book landed in front of you on the pavement? Well, I really can't imagine it, but I suppose she might have reached down. Look at her. She looks cute here. And picked the book up. Yeah, slam. Yes, that's exactly what the woman in fact did. She picked up the book. Oh heavens. And when the victim, and when the woman reached down to pick up the fallen book, what position would her back have been in? That's right, facing the sky, completely and utterly defenseless. Then in the very next moment, while the woman was still bent over picking up the book, the next object fell from the room above, the jackknife, straight into the middle of her back. Haru, I take a drink, thank you. And at the same time, walking by chance directly behind Miss Green, was the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Yo, Mio, thank you for the raid! Welcome, everybug! My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I am an orchid mantis. And we are playing the Great Ace Attorney. I'm gonna put up spoiler Sephiroth. Sephiroth now. I guess that's just who he is now. Thank you for the raid. I feel bad because I'm actually about to end soon. I have to get ready for work. She's not dead, Gretch. She didn't die. She's not dead. Anyway, Anybug, if you do not want to get spoiled by the Great Ace Attorney, we're on the 4th case, I think. I would suggest heading on out, coming by another time perhaps. And I will thank you for coming. King Mio, thank you so much for the follow as well. You came late. Yeah, you did come late. No worries. But like I said, I am about to end stream, so I'm going to try and get to a point. Hopefully a check mark or something will happen soon. Alright. So I'm going to get rid of Sephiroth, and we're going to continue. Just passing on the love. Your model is precious. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm going to continue, okay? Here we go. Oh, I never. It appeared to Mr. Natsume that the woman simply collapsed on the floor. In the dark and the fog, he didn't see the knife falling on her from above. Oh. And from the other direction. His mouth looks so weird here because his bottom lip looks like it's sticking out further than it should be. It is! Every time you see his mouth move, it looks normal. The constable and his wife saw no one but the victim and her apparent attacker. So there never was a real culprit to run from the scene in the first place. Now they're gonna ask why he ran. Now, this was nothing more than a series of unlikely events that culminated the unfortunate accident. And that is the real truth behind this case. It was just an accident. Oh. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Ghirardelli, should we stop here? Should I stop here? I don't know how much more we have. I know that I can't keep going through the rest of the case right now. I know that's for sure. I will actually go ahead and stop here. It's probably about to end. Yeah, but it's already 4 minutes into the hour. I really gotta go. You're near the end. Okay. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Ghirardelli. Okay, I got it. Okay. The very first time you showed me the knife, I had my suspicions. I wondered if perhaps it might have been something like that. Oh, okay. There, old bean. Old bean. Poor Miss Ghirardelli. Oh, look at her. Of course, I never meant for anything of the sort to happen, but it was all my fault, wasn't it? Look at his face. The breakdown? Oh, okay. I take full responsibility. I let my anger get the better of me. I threw that book. And I threw the knife as well. John, dear. It's alright, I know. Oh, look at her. I'm ever so sorry. Truly. I'm sorry! Oh. She collapsed. Oh, I was like, I want him to catch her. She's too big. But he got her. Even though his leg is bad. Oh, that's cute though. That's cute. I was like, I hope he catches her. Lord Van Seeks, what news of Mrs. Girdeb? She's been taken to the infirmary. It would appear that today's events have left her in an especially flustered state. However, I believe she will recover in due course. There's no cause for concern. Yes, unbeknownst to themselves, they caused what could easily have been a terrible tragedy. Alright, Burger King, see ya later! Have a good day at work. I know my day at work's gonna suck! They shall have to prepare themselves for the consequences of their actions. There's some good news, however, my lord. I have just had word from the hospital where the victim is being treated. Her condition is improving steadily, and the doctor believes she will regain consciousness soon. It's strange. We've been talking about the victim all this time, but we've never once met her. How wonderful. The woman is out of danger, it seems. Yes, that is good news. So, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Oh, he's back. Yes. On behalf of my fellow countrymen, I would like to take this opportunity to beg your pardon, sir. You came from your distant eastern homeland to study our Great Britain culture, and have been repaid with immeasurable unkindness. Please accept our heartfelt apologies. Just silence. No, it is me who should be begging your pardon. Oh no, Mr. Natsume. That evening, when the young woman just collapsed on the pavement before my eyes, I jumped to the wrong conclusion again, in my confusion. What conclusion, sir? I was sure that the woman was dead. Yes, Constable B said the same thing, didn't he? He thought she had been killed, too. Don't worry, it's a video game. You don't really have to think too hard on it, I'm sure. I suppose she must have looked completely lifeless. It's been about a year since I arrived in Great Britain now, but I still can't get used to life here. I can't relax. I'm sure there are evil spirits lurking in the fog. They're like they're haunting me. Poor Soseki-san. His imagination really has gotten the better of him. Yes, poor man. So when it happened, I thought the young woman had been taken by the fog spirits. I should never have dropped my books like that and run away. I should have called for help, for a doctor, for the police. Instead, I've managed to create a rift in the relationship, the trust between our two empires. And for that, I am truly sorry. He's a birthday cake? What is this, devil worship? One could indeed say that some sort of mischievous spirit has been at work here, I think. One that created a chain of unfortunate mishaps. We were befooled by the spirit and led to false conclusions. But thanks to Lord Van Zeeks and our young lawyer, lawyer, here from the east, that chain has now been broken and the spirit exorcised. I heartily commend you both. Oh. Charlie Chaplin. Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Yes, my lord. In concluding this trial, I must ask one last time for your decision regarding the defendant's culpability. Are you ready to present your findings to the court? As the foreman of this jury, I can assure you we've reached a fair and just conclusion. I do declare the truth can be extremely cruel at times. Well, I didn't suspect the woman next to me, that's for sure. Sitting in for the old bean while she's on action, you know, but I know what her decision would be. Does this mean I'll finally be able to get out of here and start work? Well, it's about time. I say, I'll have a coworker of a story, a coworker of a story to tell the grandchildren when I get home, won't I? Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I don't know why I gave him that voice. I hereby demand your final decisions, Mr. Foreman.
Not guilty.
Oh.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Let's do it. Bam! Woo! Woo! Oh god, there's sirens going outside of my apartment. Very well, Mr. Soseki Natsume, I hereby pronounce you not guilty! Woo! I just stretch. We did it! Oh, yeah, probably. And finally, Mr. Natsume. Oh, yes, Lord Sir. You are now a free man once more. It is my hope that you will continue to further your education in British culture. And may you never again be brought before me. Oh, yes, sir, of course. On my life, I swear I'll never set foot in a courtroom again. I'm transported to tears! What the fuck? Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned. Ah, we did it! Woo! Alright, now we will stop. I gotta get ready for work. Fire safety officers would likely advise not to shoot off fireworks in a courtroom. Yeah, y'all remember what happened to the last case? Shit caught on fire. Yay, we did it, everybug! Mr. Soseki Natsume, he's innocent, and he's actually innocent for once. Alright, well, I gotta get ready for work, so let's go see who we can raid. Shadow Legends. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. My wife? Or which wife? Let's go raid my actual wife. I miss Monchi. I miss Monchi. Let's go say hi to Monchi Pon. And I gotta go to work, and I know it's gonna be busy when I get there, and it's gonna suck. I'm gonna be busy all day. Alright, everybody. Thank you. Beat raid. No, not that. Alright, everybody. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow when I play... Tomorrow's Saturday, right? Tales of the Abyss? Yeah, we're playing Tales of the Abyss tomorrow. Yeah, and then I won't be able to have a stream on Sunday because of my work schedule that day. It's gonna be weird. Alright! Thank you for coming! Let's go say hi to Monchi, my wife. And goodbye. See you later.